Hi guys, today we're gonna do my September wrap-up. I know it's basically the end of October, but I am finally able to sit down and share with you guys what I read, so let's get into it. In September, I was actually able to read 5 books, and it was 962 pages, 76.95 hours worth of audiobooks, and my average rating was 3.9 stars, so a little lower of an average rating. If you like talking about books, then let's be book friends. I started the month with an ARC. It was called The Unseen Hour. I received this from NetGalley. I ended up rating this 2.5 stars. Really wanted to enjoy this more than I did. It had all the gothic spooky vibes between life and death worlds, gods, but the middle I really lost interest as I felt like the ending then became very rushed. It would have been more concise if we had just had fewer pages. It was still fun to be able to read an ARC and use NetGalley. I then read the next 2 books in the Lady of Darkness series, finally, book 3 and book 4. I do find it a bit repetitive in the language and what the characters say themselves, dialogue. The world building isn't defined as well. There's this kind of person, there's this kind of world, or there's this kind of portal, or it was just kind of a lot to understand for me, the way that it was explained and given to us, the readers. I also read a good amount of book 5. I technically finished book 5 this month in October, so it will count toward my October wrap-up. I will do a separate review about the series as a whole, so look out for that on my page. Another ARC, which was Kissed by the Gods, and boy, you guys, this was 4.5 stars. This was my first copy from the Nerd Fam, so I'm so excited for that. This was so good, and I see some people talking about this, but if you don't have this on your TBR, I would add it right now. It was so tight. I love our characters. I love the banter. I love we get where sometimes the chapter is our main male character and sometimes it's our main female main character. We also have aged up characters. We also have fighting with the gods and how they treat our fragile little humans, as well as we have horses with wings that they ride in battle. Lastly, I finished out the month reading book 2 of Mistborn, Well of Ascension. I'm already 50% done with book 3 as well, as again this is later in the month at this point, but I read this in September. A little slower paced and a little more political maneuvering and conversation than book 1 had. I did really enjoy this, but I do think I liked book 1 probably more, but excited to see how book 3 ends. Let me know what your favorite book was in September, and I'll see you in the next one.